I'm literally so lame. I'm so lame. Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So my name is Brianna, or Bri in case you're new here, and if you're not, thanks for coming back. Sometimes I just feel like sitting down and talking it up, chatting it up, and that's what we're gonna do today. I want to talk about kind of being in your 20s, feeling behind, and just like kind of what all comes with that. I am 22 and I'm about to be 23 on May 11th. I graduated from college May of 2020, so it's coming up on my 1 year, I guess like post-grad life. And it hasn't been as great as everyone kind of said it was going to be, and that's like a completely normal thing. Yeah, and so that's kind of what I want to talk about. So I have notes here in case you see me looking down. That's what I'm looking at. Yeah, so let's just get started. There's so much pressure and anxiousness about, you know, being in your 20s. When we're younger, when we're in high school, we're always like, oh, I can't wait till we're 21. I can't wait till we graduate college. And we don't realize how much pressure comes with that, I guess. You know, when you graduate college, the next step is to get a job, buy a car, get in a relationship, get married, have kids, and just, you know, live the American dream. And it's just not always like that. By looking so far ahead and anticipating those things, we put this pressure on ourselves to always be looking ahead, and we don't live in the now. We don't live in the present moments that we have. And I think that that's why there's so much pressure that comes with being in your 20s, because you want to achieve all the things because that's what everyone else does, and you don't want to look like you don't know what's going on. You don't want to look like a loser. You don't want to, you know, seem like you don't have it together. And the thing is, like, it's okay to not have it together. It's okay to not know what you're doing. It's okay if those aren't the steps that you take. It's okay to graduate college and still be confused. And there's such a stigma on taking your time and not knowing, and I just don't understand why that is. We want everything to happen now. We want that job now. We want that car now. We want that relationship now. And by doing that, we technically put the pressure on ourselves. We create that pressure, we create that, you know, anxiousness, and it genuinely makes life harder. It's not supposed to be like that. We're so desperate, you know, for those things, for the future, that we miss it. And it is anything. It can be the moment that you're in. It can be the experiences that what you're going through right now are teaching you. It can be just life in general. We're so focused on that we miss what we're in right now. And it's funny because the freedom that we were looking for, you know, when we were 16, when we were in college at 21, the freedom that we were looking for all those times, we had it then. And it's crazy if you really think about it, because as you get older, there's more responsibility, there's more pressure that you don't have the freedom to just live. You can't just do what you want. And so I don't know why there's that pressure, you know, just to fit it all in your 20s. If you don't do it in your 20s, and you're wrong. I don't know who said that. I don't know why we think like that, but I know that's how people feel because I feel like that. We think every decision that we make is so monumental and so, you know, mind-shattering and world-changing. And yes, but also no, you know? The thing with decisions, by doing that, we, like I said, put the pressure on ourselves, and it doesn't have to be like that. Every decision that you make, you have the option to change it. You know, you don't just make a decision and you can't just be stuck in it. If you want to, you can, and that's a mindset and something that you have to work through, but every decision that you make will not have you stuck in life. You have the ability to pivot, you have the ability to change your mind, you have the ability to wiggle around. You know, your past decisions really only exist in your memory. You know, if it's worrying you and bothering you, it's because you've given it the energy to do that. The only moment that you have is right now. You know, the past is behind you, the future is too far ahead, so why don't we just live in this moment and make decisions that you want to make for right now and be okay with that. Life doesn't just stop after your 20s, and I'm laughing because this is genuinely something that I don't know that I thought, you know, if I don't have it all by the time I'm 25, then it can never happen. Why did I think that? Why do we think like that? You don't just turn at 29 and just lose your brain and the ability to make decisions and live life. It doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. A lot of the people that we deem as successful and that we look up to really didn't achieve that until later on in life. And I think that's something that is just crazy. You know, we have two extremes. We have, you know, the people that we look up to that we deem as older, but we think that they just got it and it just happened like that. And then we also have the people, you know, that are younger than us, that are making the six figures, that are traveling, that are living the life, and we're like, okay, well, we're behind. And it's like, no, everyone's journey is different, and you have to be on your own journey. The people that you look up to that are older than us, that we want to be like, they didn't just wake up and were in the life that they were in, you know? They did the work, they put in the time, they went through their own journey. And we have to be okay with living in our own journey. We can't just be stuck in this, well, I'm 22, I don't know what I'm doing, I don't have a job, I don't know what I want my life to be, and I'm just stuck here. No, you know, because we have to remember that people that have gotten out of it used to be like us. We're not the only ones, you know, it's not just us, it's everyone. Everyone goes through that phase where they don't know what's going on, they feel like they're stuck. But the difference, you know, between the people who continue on and the people who stay rooted is that they worked to get to where they are, you know? They didn't just stay stuck in their ways. They pushed, they worked, they dreamt. Ooh, English, don't really know. But you know, they didn't just stay there. They didn't believe that this was their end all be all. They saw better for themselves. They wanted better for themselves, and they did the work to get there. You're constantly becoming the best version of yourself. That's what life is all about. You don't just wake up, you know, turn 30 and you're like, okay, I'm great, there's nothing I can change. No, it's a journey. Like I said, you work on it constantly. You are constantly trying to figure out, you know, why do I think like that? Why am I like this? What can I do to be better? What can I, you know, change this one thing and, you know, it move mountains. That was pretty dramatic, but I didn't know what else to say. I think that there's so much joy in the journey, and there's so much joy in finding your passion. You know, you shouldn't be limited to one thing. It can be one thing for right now, and maybe in a year it's a different thing, and then maybe 3 months after that it's a different thing. That's okay. That's perfectly normal. Life is not, you know, a box that limits you. There's so much opportunity. There's endless amounts of everything, and you should take the time now to figure out what fuels you, what's your passion, you know? I think there's nothing greater than finding your passion and genuinely wanting to do that and knowing that you can. Don't feel the need to do something because you think it's the right thing to do or you think it's what your family wants you to do. do what you want to do. And I'm talking to myself, honestly. I'm really talking to myself. That's why I'm laughing, because I wish that, and not even that, because I'm not gonna say I wish that someone would have told me that, because my parents did tell me that, but I fed into the pressure. I just fed into the pressure, and I was like, nope, I have to do it this way or I'm not gonna be successful. I don't know. It's a crazy world out there, y'all. It's a crazy world out there. I heard this quote on a podcast, and he said, focus on the foundation, not the finish line. And I think that's so powerful and something that is so true. We need to focus on, what we're doing now and live in this present moment and make sure our foundation that we are setting up can be stepping stones, for the future. Not just, you don't just wake up and you're at the finish line. You have to run that race. You have to walk that trail. And the moments of fulfillment that, that you think that you'll feel once you finally get that job promotion, once you finally get that car, once you finally get that relationship, that is really just a feeling. And feelings are fleeting. They're not permanent. They're constantly coming and going. And so that's why it's so important to know that if you're chasing that there's always something that's coming up next. Growing up, I thought that time would take care of everything, but really it's action, mentality, hard work, and intentionality. And that's ultimately what will propel you through life. The moment that you're in right now is genuinely a blessing, so you might as well take advantage of it. Reap every single moment of right now. Find your affirmations through your actions, not through other people's validation or words. Be gentle with yourself, it's okay not to be LOL. It's okay not to be okay. I had to sing it. But yeah, be gentle with yourself. It's okay to not have it figured out. It's really okay. Live in this, and eventually you'll figure it out. It might not happen, tomorrow or even the next day or the next month, but it will eventually happen. So do what you need to do now to make your life great. Live in this moment. Be appreciative of where you're at now, because we'll look back and you'll be like, why was I crying every single day eating ice cream, worried about that? Because to be honest, that's kind of what has been going on in my life. I don't know about y'all, but I know that I'm gonna look back and be like, why was I even worried about it? Because whenever I was stressed before about things, I look back now and I was like, okay, I got through it. So why can't we just give ourselves the grace to work through it? It's okay not to know what's going on. It's okay to, quote unquote, feel behind, because there's no timeline. Like I said, everyone's journey is different. So live in your moment, be in now, and know that you're okay. Your journey is different from my journey. My journey is different from Justin Bieber's journey. Justin Bieber's journey is different from, Naomi Osaka's journey. Everyone's journey is different, but eventually all of us will find our finish line. And that's all that matters. That's all that matters. So yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I feel like I just talked for 5 hours, but it's fine. Yeah, if I don't like it, or if I don't feel like I'm making sense, obviously you guys won't see it. So hopefully I watch this back and something made sense. But yeah, I hope that just at least one person can kind of relate or feel what I'm going through, feel what I talked about. I don't even know what I'm saying. Anyways, hopefully y'all liked the video. Let me know down below what else you want to see from me. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. So yeah, I'll see y'all later. Peace and love.